Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and California Governor Gavin Newsom thought he had President Donald Trump cornered. He thought that. And now he got a rude awakening. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Gavin Newsom's getting pushback. He's getting pushback from Republican congressmen in his state, but he's also getting pushback from the voters in his state. The liberal voters. See, the voters in California, they prefer a system that is fair, at least somewhat fair. I mean, it's pretty gerrymandered already in that state, but at least they have an independent council. Now, when this was brought up before to usurp the independent council, it failed. It failed miserably. But Newsom's a desperate man. See, he doesn't care about California. He wants to be president of the United States. That's his dream. Everybody knows it. This guy's been campaigning for president since he got out the womb. He understands what he has to do. And what he has to do, he thinks, is take on Trump and show people, I'm tough. I don't know about you guys, but when I think tough guy, Gavin Newsom, not on top of my list. That being said, this is his plan. Okay, so let's see your plan, Gavin. Here's the problem. The voters of your state have already rejected it. Polls show they're still rejecting it. They don't want to do this. And you're banking your entire political future on this. If this fails in November, my man, your chances to be the Democrat nominee for president, crater. You banked everything on this. Looks like wasn't a wise bet. I want you guys to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Well, I want to put up something that Gavin Newsom posted on Twitter. And in it, he says, it's direct democracy that gives us a fighting chance to stop Donald Trump's election rigging. He says this is a very democratic thing he's doing, trying to override the state elections board. Your response?
Well, it's a ludicrous statement. The entire plan was drawn behind closed doors. The only reason the public gets to see the maps at all is that a vote's required to bypass the commission and adopt them. And I think that this is going to end up being a huge headache for Newsom because he's going to have to justify to many small towns like Lodi why they're being split into 3 congressional districts. And he's going to have to explain to people in rural towns like Alturas whose congressman is going to be chosen by voters 300 miles away in Marin County. So I don't think that the Democrats are going to succeed with this. Remember, they already tried to abolish this commission in 2010 with Prop 27. Voters rejected that 60-40. I think most Americans, whatever their political views are, have an innate sense of fairness, and I think that's going to be decisive on November 4th when they go to vote.
So you don't necessarily think these new maps that the governor proposes, you don't necessarily think they're going to pass?
No, already liberal good government groups like the League of Women Voters are opposing it. A Common Cause initially opposed it and then withdrew its opposition under pressure. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who has impeccable credentials among independent voters, is campaigning against it. And also, I think Californians are tiring of Gavin Newsom. So I think he's bitten off far more than he can chew.
Well, he's rumored to want to run for president. You think this is part of his launching pad?
I'm sure that's how he's getting attention, but I think when all of this plays out, it's going to be the wrong kind of attention. I think people are going to get a clear measure of the political partisanship of this man, and also the story. Californians are leaving in droves now because of the policies that he's enacted and stood behind.